everybody, welcome to the official drone fly-through of the 2023 Chichester Pro presented by Disconnection at Chichester Disc Golf Park on the 10th of April. Sit back, buckle up and choose your lines. Hole 1 of the Chichester layer is a 75 metre par 3. There are a few options including the inside backhand hyzer, wide backhand hyzer, or there's a sneaky forehand line. And if you're feeling ambitious, there is a spike hyzer line over the top for the righty backhand. The basket is nestled among trees near normal hole 8's tee pad, making the green tough and tricky to access. Hole 2, 70 metres. It's pretty straightforward, it's a straight throw right down the middle. For the righty, they might have a backhand flex out to the right of this tree in the middle of the fairway. There's also a lefty / forehand line out to the left to enter the basket. Hole 3 plays a lot longer than you think as we fly past the turkeys here. Typical line is the forehand or the backhand turnover. There's also a sneaky backhand out to the right, but be sure to avoid the pit. At 95 metres, this hole is certainly not a must get. Standing at 76 metres, you may think hole 4 is quite simple, but it's certainly not. Although it's quite open, the basket location is nestled around old tree stumps, making wherever you land a tricky putt. Hole 5 at 84 metres is one of the signature holes in the course. Through the first gap, through the second gap, and then you get out to the open field. Be careful of the OB behind the basket as the bollards, and the basket's perched up on a little bit of a hill, making your putt tricky in the wind. Hole 6 is one of 2 par 4s on the course. At 160 metres, the big arms, this might be reachable in the tailwind, but the headwind makes it a tough 2-shot hole. First shot, you're looking to get out onto the oval, avoid the fence, and then avoid the fence again on the upshot, slightly up the hill, to this basket perched up near the bush and the car park. Hole 7 is 89 metres, you want to play a right to left moving shot, and the basket is nestled among a heap of trees, and it makes the green very tough to access, and also will give you a very tricky putt. Be sure to control your drive very well on this hole. If you've played at Chichester before, this hole will be no surprise. This is normal hole 5, but in this layout, hole 8, 67 metres. We've included this because it's a sweet tunnel shot right down the narrow fairway to a basket near the oval. Hole 9 plays very tricky. It's an 88 metre par 3. There's a left line way out to the left playing a skip, or the backhand line. It's a little bit more open, but you have to rely on a nice slide up to the basket. Entering the back 9, hole 10 is a 59 metre par 3. It's the shortest hole in the course, but don't be mistaken. Double mando straight off the tee. Quite hard to miss, but it gets in your head. Hole 11, 86 metre par 3. There's a straight down the guts line or a line out to the right. You can enter from the left, but it's a little bit tricky. Make sure to look out from the grass trees around the basket and take your 1 metre if you get stuck behind them. Hole 12 is 97 metres. When you think you're playing on a calm day, you'll enter this hole where the wind flares up the hill. It is uphill, which makes it a little bit harder to get there than you think. Look out for rollaways on this green. Hole 13 is 82 metres down the hill. The path and left of plays is safe. Just when you think you've parked this hole, don't be too sure as you'll probably get a little roll down the hill. Look out for the wind on this hole as well. Hole 14 is 85 metres. It requires a right to left moving shot, and the aim is to get it back as far as possible. There is a sneaky left line as well. Try not to end up right next to the bins or you won't be able to breathe while you putt. Hole 15 at 100 metres, it plays a little bit longer than you think. There's a few lines on this one. There's the low forehand skip, the forehand spike hyzer, or even a sneaky backhand line through the right side, as we'll follow Alex to the basket on this one. Basket's perched on a little step up, and Alex has put himself in the basket. Hole 16 is 78 metres. You can play a flex forehand or a straight backhand for the right-handed player. Path and left is OB, nature conservation area is OB as well. To go to the next hole, follow the path to the right of the basket all the way through to the oval. Hole 17 is 120 metres, it's a lot further than you think. It requires a big right to left moving shot. For the lefty, you might throw a backhand roller, or the righty, a big backhand hyzer. We'll watch Alex absolutely stack it on the drain there as the drone continues into this tough green on the hill. Hole 18, to wrap it up, is a 160 metre par 4 but plays a lot further. The tee box is on the concrete next to the new club rooms, but may be moved if the fencing is not taken away by the time of the event. You'll throw up this hill and follow the OB fence over to the left. There's also OB on the right to the big tree at the drink fountain, which goes to the pole you saw earlier in the video. The OB on the right travels up, past and behind the basket, making this a very tough green to access and finish your round. Thanks guys for watching the fly-through of the Chichester Pro for 2023. Remember to come join us on the 10th of April for this one-of-a-kind tournament on the hybrid layout at Chichester Disc Golf Park. Thanks again.